Picture this. It is the night after Thanksgiving in 2009. You are the first billionaire athlete in human history, the undisputed king of the sports world, with a flawless family man image. But right now, you are fleeing your own house in the middle of the night, barefoot, in a Cadillac Escalade, while your enraged wife chases your car down the driveway swinging a golf club. You crash into a fire hydrant, then a tree, and just like that, the most meticulously crafted, billion-dollar public relations facade in history shatters into a million pieces. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are dissecting the rise, the epic fall, and the chaotic survival of the most complicated icon in sports history, Tiger Woods. We all know him as the guy wearing Sunday red, sinking impossible putts, and revolutionizing a sport that used to be strictly reserved for wealthy executives. But behind the 15 major championships and the 82 PGA Tour wins lies a story of absolute obsession. Bizarre secret lives, internet-breaking memes, and scandals that literally cost the global stock market billions of dollars. This isn't just a golf biography. This is a deep dive into the creation of a global demigod, his spectacular descent into tabloid madness, and his refusal to just fade away. Before he was a brand, he was a highly engineered project. Born Eldrick Woods on December 30th, 1975, in Cypress, California, he was basically programmed to be a prodigy. His father, Earl Woods, was a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and a Vietnam War veteran. His mother, Kultida, originally from Thailand, met Earl during his tour of duty. It was Kultida who gave him the middle name Tant, a traditional Thai name, and Earl who gave him the nickname that would conquer the globe, Tiger. The name was a tribute to a South Vietnamese soldier, Colonel Vuong Dang Phong, who had fought alongside Earl and saved his life during the war. From the moment he could stand, Tiger was programmed for golf. At just 6 months old, he would sit in his high chair in the garage, watching his father hit golf balls into a net, absorbing the mechanics of the swing before he could even form sentences. By the time he was 2 years old, little Tiger made his national television debut on The Mike Douglas Show, putting alongside comedy legend Bob Hope. By 3 years old, he shot a 48 over 9 holes on a Navy golf course. At age 8, he broke 80, and at 12, he broke 70. He was an absolute machine, winning the Optimist International Junior Tournament 6 times between the ages of 8 and 15. But perfection didn't come without a personal struggle. As a kid, Tiger battled a severe stuttering problem, in a rare display of vulnerability. He later admitted that he took classes for 2 years to overcome the speech impediment, and spent his nights talking to his dog until it fell asleep just to practice his fluency. As a teenager, Tiger was an unstoppable force. He won 3 consecutive U.S. junior amateur titles, and then 3 consecutive U.S. amateur championships, a feat no one had ever accomplished. He enrolled at Stanford University in 1994, majoring in economics. Despite his lethal talent on the course, his college teammates affectionately nicknamed him Urkel because of his nerdy, skinny demeanor. But the Urkel phase didn't last long. In August 1996, at 20 years old, Tiger dropped out of college, turned professional, and dropped a cultural nuclear bomb on the sports world. He instantly signed endorsement deals with Nike and Titleist worth around $48 million, the most lucrative contracts in golf history at the time, without having played a single professional round. Then came the 1997 Masters. At 21 years old, Tiger didn't just win. He obliterated the field by a record 12 strokes, finishing with a record score of 270. It was a cultural earthquake. Golf, a sport historically plagued by segregation and white-only country clubs, suddenly had a young, cool, multicultural champion. But Tiger, ever the complex figure, actively resisted being boxed into traditional racial categories. In a famous 1997 interview on The Oprah Winfrey Show, he politely corrected Oprah when asked about his African-American heritage, stating that he preferred the term Cablanasia. He had invented the word himself to honor his Caucasian, Black, Indian, and Asian roots. The backlash was swift and intense, with many cultural commentators and civil rights leaders criticizing him for trying to distance himself from blackness, while others praised him for embracing multiracialism. Regardless of the controversy, Tiger had officially become the face of a new, globalized America. The late 90s and early 2000s were the era of absolute, terrifying Tiger domination. He hit the gym relentlessly, transforming from a skinny kid into a powerhouse generating clubhead speeds of 122 miles per hour. He won so much and hit the ball so far that legendary courses like Augusta National literally had to undergo Tiger-proofing, adding immense yardage to their tees just to prevent him from breaking the game entirely. Between the years 2000 and 2001, he held all 4 major professional golf titles simultaneously, a historic achievement forever known as the Tiger Slam. He set a mind-boggling record of making 142 consecutive cuts on the PGA Tour, meaning he didn't have a single catastrophic early exit in a tournament for over 7 years. Now let's talk about a bizarre, hilarious piece of trivia from this peak era. Tiger was everywhere, including video games, becoming the face of EA Sports' massive golf franchise. In 1999, EA released Tiger Woods' 99 PGA Tour Golf for the PlayStation 1, but an unnamed, rogue developer decided to sneak a little Easter egg onto the game disc. If you popped the original PlayStation disc into a PC and opened a hidden file named Zetami.dat, you wouldn't find golf data. Instead, you would find an uncensored video file of The Spirit of Christmas, the very first, highly explicit, profanity-laced animated short that eventually became the hit show South Park, featuring Jesus and Santa Claus fighting each other. Once the discovery was made, a panicked EA Sports was forced to recall 100,000 copies of the game, making the first pressing a weirdly rare collector's item. Tiger also brought us his own distinct vocabulary. For Tiger, golf had standard terms, but Woods introduced a bizarre lexicon that fans affectionately call Tigerisms. Instead of just warming up, he famously claimed he needed to activate his glutes, a phrase that instantly became a legendary sports meme. He didn't just want to be flexible, he wanted his body to be pliable. Instead of a small adjustment, he would ask his caddy for a titch more loft. He described the impact of a club not by feel, but by the audio. He even described the quietness of his cashmere sweaters. And when talking about the rowdy fans at the Phoenix Open, he didn't say they were drinking beers. He noted that libations were definitely plenty. Tiger was a human thesaurus operating on a different frequency. By the way, his favorite band, Nickelback? He attended their concerts and even became good friends with the band members. And his famous Sunday red shirts? He wears them because his Thai mother told him it was his lucky power color. By 2009, Tiger Woods was a literal deity. He had married Swedish former model Ellen Nordegren in 2004, had 2 beautiful children, and became the first athlete to surpass $1 billion in career earnings. But the pressure cooker of his heavily guarded, meticulously sanitized public image was about to explode. In late November, rumors began swirling in the National Enquirer about Tiger having an affair with a New York nightclub hostess named Rachel Uchitel. Ellen went through his phone and discovered suspicious texts. Tiger desperately tried to cover his tracks, leaving a now infamous, panicked voicemail for a Los Angeles cocktail waitress named Jaime Grubbs. In the audio that leaked to the world, Tiger nervously pleaded, "Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor. Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and may be calling you. You gotta do this for me. Huge. Quickly. Bye." But it was too late. The dam broke. Ellen confronted him on the night after Thanksgiving, leading to the infamous car crash. Tiger smashed his SUV into a fire hydrant and a tree. Within days, it wasn't just Rachel Uchitel or Jaime Grubbs. The tabloids unleashed a tidal wave of mistresses, waitresses, porn stars, and club promoters. Eventually, reports claimed the number of affairs was staggering, with some alleging he had been with up to 120 women. The scandal absolutely decimated his squeaky clean image. Corporate America panicked. Massive sponsors like AT&T, Gatorade, and Gillette dropped him completely. Economics professors at UC Davis calculated that the scandal cost the shareholders of Tiger's corporate sponsors between $5 and $12 billion in wealth, an unprecedented financial hemorrhage caused by one man's personal life. The internet and pop culture had a field day. South Park, the same franchise that hijacked his 1999 video game, roasted him in an episode titled Sexual Healing. The episode hilariously featured a fictional video game called Tiger Woods PGA Tour 11, which played like a Street Fighter-style combat game where players had to help Tiger physically defend himself against his angry, golf club-wielding wife. Tiger subsequently stepped away from golf, checked into a sex rehabilitation clinic, and finalized a highly publicized divorce in 2010. The following decade was a physical and mental gauntlet. Tiger's violent, explosive golf swing had systematically destroyed his body. He endured a torn ACL, a ruptured Achilles, and a terrifying series of back surgeries, including a spinal fusion in 2017 that many believed would permanently end his career. He was plagued by chronic, debilitating pain. This physical agony culminated in another deeply embarrassing public moment on May 29, 2017. Police in Jupiter, Florida, found Tiger Woods asleep at the wheel of his car in the middle of a traffic lane, with the engine still running. When he was arrested for DUI, toxicology reports showed a massive cocktail of prescription drugs in his system, including Vicodin, Dilaudid, Xanax, and Ambien. The police dashcam footage and the resulting mugshot showing a bloated, glassy-eyed, unrecognizable Tiger went completely viral. The untouchable icon had hit rock bottom, but Tiger Woods doesn't know how to quit. In 2018, against all medical odds, he began a miraculous comeback, winning the Tour Championship and sending massive crowds into a frenzy. Then, In April 2019, he authored what is widely considered the greatest comeback in sports history. 11 years after his last major victory, with a fused spine and a body held together by sheer willpower, a 43-year-old Tiger Woods won the Masters. The internet rejoiced, and a new era of Tiger memes was born. The big dog meme flooded social media. Pictures of Tiger looking completely locked in, or intensely focused with his iconic Sunday red shirt, were captioned simply with Big Dog. It became the ultimate online symbol of alpha status, leadership, and returning to greatness. He was no longer the scandalous villain. He was the resilient veteran, the ultimate GOAT who had walked through fire and come out on the other side. Later that year, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Tragically, the chaos wasn't over. In February 2021, Tiger was involved in a horrific single-vehicle rollover crash in Los Angeles, driving nearly double the speed limit. His SUV rolled multiple times, leaving him with shattered bones in his right leg that required a permanent rod, pins, and screws. He nearly lost the leg entirely. His personal life also remained legally complicated. In 2023, his ex-girlfriend of 6 years, Erica Herman, filed a $30 million lawsuit against his trust. She claimed Tiger used trickery and his lawyers to illegally evict her from his mansion, telling her they were going on a vacation to the Bahamas, only to lock her out at the airport. She attempted to break the strict non-disclosure agreement she had signed by citing the Federal Speak Out Act, arguing that the threat of being fired from her job at his restaurant if she didn't sign constituted sexual harassment. And just when things seemed to settle, history violently repeated itself. On March 27, 2026, Woods was involved in yet another terrifying rollover crash on Jupiter Island, Florida. His Land Rover clipped a truck pulling a trailer and flipped onto its side. When police arrived, the body cam footage captured a surreal scene. Officers found 2 white pills marked M367 in his pocket hydrocodone. His eyes were bloodshot and glassy, his pupils extremely dilated, and he suffered from continuous hiccups. Tiger claimed he had been distracted by his phone in changing the radio, and bizarrely told a deputy he had been talking to the president just before the crash. Woods was arrested again on DUI charges, property damage, and refusing a urine test. This time, his new girlfriend, Vanessa Trump, the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr., publicly broke her silence, posting "Love you" on Instagram while privately pushing him to seek severe intervention. Following the arrest, Tiger released a statement acknowledging the gravity of his situation, pleading not guilty, and announcing he was stepping away from professional golf entirely to seek out-of-country inpatient treatment for prescription medication management. But even while his physical body is failing, Tiger's mind for business remains incredibly sharp. He has expanded his empire through TGR Ventures, designing elite golf courses worldwide. But his most ambitious project arrived in the 2020s with the launch of TGL, or Tomorrow's Golf League. Partnering with Rory McIlroy and tech executives, Tiger pioneered a brand new, stadium-style golf league that fuses live-action short gameplay with massive high-tech simulators inside the custom-built SoFi Center. It is designed to modernize golf, complete with shot clocks, mic'd-up players, smoke cannons, and a loud, esports-style atmosphere. In 2026, just before his crash, he even competed in the inaugural TGL Finals as the owner and captain of the Jupiter Links Golf Club. Furthermore, after parting ways with Nike in 2024, following a historic 27-year relationship, Tiger launched his very own apparel brand, Sunday Red, in partnership with TaylorMade. He turned his iconic final round superstition, wearing red because his Thai mother believed it was his power color, into a premium lifestyle brand. The brand is already seeking to sign other top professional players, proving that even without a golf club in his hands, his influence over the sports economy is absolute. From the Mike Douglas Show to the mug shots, from the Tiger Slam to the medical miracles, Eldrick Tiger Woods is the ultimate American saga. He broke golf's racial barriers, became the sport's first billionaire, survived self-destruction, and is now trying to rewrite his legacy one more time. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the most complicated, highly engineered, and undeniably entertaining athlete in modern history. If you want to see which celebrity we dissect next, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let us know your favorite Tigerism down in the comments. If you don't, just remember, Tiger Woods knows how to activate his glutes. He will hit a 122-mile-per-hour stinger directly into your living room, leave a hidden, profanity-laced South Park episode on your computer's hard drive, and politely leave you a frantic voicemail demanding that you take your name off your phone. Stay pliable.